A very good day to you and welcome to the program. It is a freezing cold day. I hope you are nice and warm where you are, having a nice cup of tea or a cup of coffee and waiting to hear the message today. I've got a good message for you today. If you've got your agricultural handbook, please turn with me to the Gospel of Matthew chapter 5, and I'm reading one verse. Matthew chapter 5 from verse 16. And Jesus says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." Folks, it's not by what we say, it's by who we are that impacts people's lives. And I really want to say one thing to you. We need to stop being mean and we need to stop being stingy as children of God. We need to be generous. Why? Because our Father in heaven is generous. When you go into the car park and you've got an old gentleman who can't get a job or an old woman and they say they will look after your car so that no one will steal it while you go into the shop, right? Don't despise those people. They can't get work, right? So at least they're doing something. When you come out, give them a decent tip. Don't give them a couple of cents. They can't do anything with that. Give them a liberal gift. Why? Because God will honor you if you honor His children. It's lifestyle. We're talking about a generous father. And I want to say something else to you folks. Don't just be generous to poor people. Be generous to wealthy people. You say, what are you talking about, Angus? I remember when we started farming right here, a little house right down the road there behind those trees, a little wattle and daub house that we built out of mud, my wife and I. We were sitting there one afternoon and a wealthy man came to visit us, a very wealthy man. He could have bought this farm 10 times over. And when he had finished, my dear wife gave him a pocket of potatoes out of our own little garden that we had just planted. A nice half bag of potatoes. That's for you. You know that man was almost brought to tears. He looked at her and he said, "No one ever gives me anything." Because everybody thinks he's got everything. It wasn't the potatoes, folks. It was the gesture. Our God is a generous God. Do you know that when King Solomon built the temple that he thought the Lord was going to live in, and the Lord's presence was there, but of course the temple was too small for God, because there's no building anywhere in the universe that can hold God. You know that because Solomon loved the Lord so much, and because the Lord had done so much for the people of Israel, he had a celebration. He had a banquet which has been unparalleled ever since. Do you know that if you look in 1 Kings, you'll see the story. He slaughtered 22,000 bulls. Not cows, bulls. 22,000. Folks, I'm a cattleman. I've never seen 22,000 bulls in my life. I've never seen 2,000 bulls. In fact, I haven't seen 200 bulls together. 22,000 bulls he sacrificed. He sacrificed 120,000 sheep. Do you know how much sheep that is? You can't comprehend that. He had a praise and a worship, thanksgiving for God that lasted for 14 days and nights, where the children of Israel came together as a nation and they worshiped God. Don't be stingy. When God blesses you, bless one another. You can't outgive the Lord. I've never seen a giving man without. The people that go without are the people that keep holding back. Give to God and He'll give back to you. God bless you. Goodbye.
We trust that you have been blessed by today's message. For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.